Welcome to my laundry room. As you can see, it's where we sort through life one load at a time, right? I'm doing this video on LG dryers, basically. I have a LG washer and I have an LG dryer. Now, the thing is, it's turned backwards because it is actually needing repair. Repairing this here has been a nightmare. I want you to see this. This is an LG. This is what these are. Okay. And these are the big loads. Okay. In other words, they hold huge loads. See how big that is in there? You can put a rug in there. Okay. Now I really don't have nothing against LG as far as using their products. I have a LG television. I have the washer. I have the dryer. And normally I wouldn't think you have too much problems out of them. But lately I got this dryer and I've only had it for 2 years. It seems like when the warranty went out on the dryer went out. Now I come to find something out about LG that is real interesting. I had to call them almost 13 times just to get them to send me the part to fix this dryer. What's wrong with this dryer is the circuit board is burnt out. Now, what happens is it's a steam dryer. Okay, I took this part out because this is where you put the water in and you put it on steam to dry. I mean, to steam your clothes to get the wrinkles out. What happened with this is I went to do that. I had one shirt in there and all of a sudden it just cut off on me. It cut off and it wouldn't come back on. So I tried troubleshooting it. Troubleshooting didn't work. So I come to find out that I wasn't the only one that was having a problem with this LG dryer. Okay, what happens is with the LG dryer is basically when you put it on steam, somehow it burns out the circuit board. And I'm quite sure LG knows about that. Now I called LG up basically, like I said, 13 times. It seems like the people there were pretty nice as far as talking to you. But what happens is, it seems like they couldn't get their they wouldn't all work on the same page. You would think that they would write it down and say, "Well, okay, your dryer's broke, and you need to do this to get it fixed, or you need to do this to get a warranty, or whatever." I got the runaround. It was unbelievable. I think on the fifth person that I talked to there, they messed around and they said to me, "Oh yeah, okay, we'll approve your warranty." I'm like, okay, so I call up the people that came in here to look at my dryer that I paid for, by the way. And I told him, I said, yeah, they approved the warranty. Okay. So he said to them, all they have to do is give them my phone number and they'll send them the part. So he calls up there and come to find out, they gave him a hassle. They told him, basically, we don't know what you're talking about. So I went back and I called LG again and come to find out that basically they didn't even know what I was talking about. So like I said, I went through there 13 times and by the time I got to the last person, he said, well, they all did it wrong. All, all what? 12 of them did it wrong. He's the 13th person I was talking to. He said, yeah, they were supposed to submit it a certain way. So he finally submitted it a certain way, and I still had to call back on that one too. But finally they came around and gave me a customer service number, and finally they came around and gave me a number to order the part. And it's been almost, I'd say, about 2 months now that we haven't had our dryer working. As you can see, it's still not working. And we're still working on waiting on these guys to come in and put the part in. Hopefully they'll get it fixed. Okay. But I did find out something about LG that was really interesting. And I need to say this because this is really interesting. This is not my first product that went bad. I have another product in the room that's LG, okay? And, like I said, I don't think LG is a bad product, but it's just that well, maybe they're not using quality electronics, okay, to really do this. This is my television, okay? This is an old LG TV, okay, basically. All right, one of my friends gave this to me. He said, "Hey, Mark, it's not working." So I actually took that television apart myself, okay? It was kind of interesting. I took the television apart. I come to find out that one of the diodes on there was burnt out on the board. So it seems like to be their main motherboards in these machines that burns out and in the television that burns out. But I got the television back working because I went on eBay and I found it. And I got it to work. Had to fix it myself, but I got it to work. But like I said, the most important thing that I found out about LG was one thing. LG bought up Zenith. Yes, they're now the same company, Zenith and LG. And it's interesting because I remember one thing about Zenith when I was coming up as a kid. And maybe LG should take and look at that same scenario that Zenith, their motto was. Look at their motto, okay? Zenith used to say one thing. We put the quality in before the name goes on. That's just something that they used to live by. The quality going into the product before the name goes on. They bought Zenith, but I don't know about the quality going in before the name goes on. So, once again, this is just a little bit of a warning, like I say to you guys who's out there, as we say, buyer beware. You might want to shop around, because like I say, LG will eventually get around after the 13th person, like I say, of fixing it. But it shouldn't go out in 2 years anyway. Once again, it would be nice to find a company that puts the quality into their products before they put their name on it. Thank you for listening to my tutorial about LG.